Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be talking about Sleepaway Camp. Um, this is one of my favorite movies, not just one of my favorite horror movies, it's one of my favorite movies, period. Um, I absolutely love it. I'm obsessed with it, and yeah, the first movie is one of my all-time favorite movies, but just like the entire franchise is one of my favorite horror franchises. I love pretty much all of them. Even Return to Sleepaway Camp. The last time I saw that, I didn't mind it. I don't hate that movie. I understand like from a technical aspect, there's like countless problems with that movie, but just from an enjoyment level, um, last time I watched it, I liked it. Yeah. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about the original 1983 cult classic, Sleepaway Camp. So, like I said, um, I'm obsessed with this movie, and after rewatching it, I still think it's fantastic. I haven't seen this in quite a few years. I didn't like grow up watching it or anything. I probably watched it for the first time maybe 5 or 6 years ago, and then I would watch it. Like I think I watched it like a couple summers in a row, and then I was like, I don't want to ruin the movie for myself, because sometimes if I watch stuff too many times, it loses its magic. So like stuff like the Halloween movies, I haven't watched them in years because I used to watch them like every October, and sometimes I have to take a break so that when I revisit stuff, it's still like fresh, and I don't want to make myself hate something. Yeah, I haven't seen this in a couple years, and yeah, I'm glad that I got to revisit it, because yeah, this is definitely one of my faves. So yeah, I still like it. I still think it's a fantastic movie. So jumping into the plot summary, the movie starts out and we have this dad and his two kids, and they're at the lake, and they get in this accident. There's like these young kids in a motorboat that pretty much you know plow through and hack them to pieces. And there's like, out of the dad and the two kids, they all die except one of the kids survives, and that's Angela, and she goes to live with her weird crazy Aunt Martha, and her cousin Ricky. And at this point, she's older. She's like a tween. She's 13 or whatever, and her and Ricky are going to sleepaway camp for the summer. They're going to Camp Arawak, and you know Angela is super quiet. She doesn't really talk at all, and she's very introverted, and because of this, she's just bullied relentlessly. So she's not having a great time at summer camp. She's getting bullied, and Ricky has to stick up for her. And you may think, okay, that's a lot. She's got a lot on her plate. She's getting bullied relentlessly, but no, there's also a killer on the loose who is picking people off at the camp, and nobody knows who it is. So that is the basic plot summary. I didn't mention this yet, but I just want to give you all the courtesy. This video is probably going to contain all kinds of spoilers. So if you have not seen this movie, this movie is notorious for having an iconic twist ending. Yeah, if you have not seen the movie and you don't want to be spoiled, definitely turn the video off, watch the movie, and then come back. So that has been my spoiler warning. I was spoiled before I ever saw it, but that was my own fault. I would just watch all these different movie reviewers talk about this movie, and I was obsessed with the movie before I ever even saw it. I would just watch videos about the first Sleepaway Camp and all the movies in the franchise. I'm like, I have to see these movies. These movies seem right up my alley. They seem insane. I would just watch countless videos before I ever even watched the movies. And then once I watched the movies, I liked the movies. But I don't know, even though I did know the ending before, like the movie was still very impactful the first time I watched it. Like I just remember watching it for the first time and I was like, that was fantastic. Like I was blown away. I didn't like I thought it was gonna be good and I thought I was gonna like it, but I was like, man, like I absolutely love the movie. So yeah, that was my spoiler warning. So you're not like a stupid dummy like me and spoil the movie for yourself, because that's, you know, that's not fun. That's not cool. So there you go. Jumping into my first point, uh, I want to talk about the opening credit sequence. So, you know, this movie has a lot of technical mistakes, and I always thought the fact that in the opening credits, the fact that there's like you see like a lot of fall leaves, I always thought that that was a mistake, and it was just like, well, you know, they probably had to film during the fall, and maybe that shot they did later on in the sequence of shooting, so maybe like it was supposed to look like summer, because I always thought, you know, the opening sequence was supposed to look like summer to set the tone because it is a summer camp movie. But then I was like, maybe the fact that it has like that the opening credit sequence has all these fall leaves, maybe it's not a mistake. Maybe it was intentional because, you know, we see like right after that opening credit scene, we see that Camp Airwax has we see the Camp Airwax sign. It's posted that it's closed, and the fact that it's fall, it's like, okay, it's after the summer season, but we still hear like you hear like children playing, and you hear this creepy orchestral score. It's kind of setting the tone, like, you know, this was once a vibrant, lively camp where all these kids were playing. You can hear, you know, their voices and like mixed in with the music. Like, this was once a lively camp, but now it's deserted, it's abandoned, and it gets you thinking, like, what happened? Is it just closed down for the season, or did something more sinister happen? So yeah, I always thought that that was like an accidental thing, that it has that fall look in the beginning. Even though I love that, I think that looks much better than if it were to have like more of a summer look, because I love the look of fall leaves. But yeah, like I said, initially I thought that was like a little technical mistake, but I think at this point now, like, I think that that was a intentional thing. They were like, the whole opening credits was showing this abandoned camp that, you know, where like a tragedy happened. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that because I always thought that that was just a little mistake, but I think it was intentional after this watch. Maybe it's not, maybe it was a mistake. I don't know. I can't call it. Jumping on to my next point. Okay, so I'm lucky I got to see this movie, and then, you know, I could just go on the internet and like any questions that I had were answered within seconds. But I would like after watching it on this watch, I was just thinking, man, there's some stuff in this that would be very confusing. Like if you watch this in 1983, or just, you know, like a couple years after it came out, and you didn't have the internet, I'm like, you would be confused. Like when the killer when the killer goes in to kill Judy, it's clearly Ricky in a wig. Like it's so apparent that that's Ricky. You would think, like, is Ricky the killer? Like, I feel like the first time I saw that, I had to do a double take. I'm like, wait, so is Ricky the killer? But then later we learn that Angela is the killer. So I'm like, wait, who's the killer, Ricky or Angela? Like, I didn't think that, because, you know, well, like I just thought it was weird that it was Ricky, but I knew that Angela was a killer, but I had to like watch the documentary after. I'm like, oh, it's because, you know, Felissa Rose couldn't do the killings because she was so young and her mom didn't let her, so like Ricky had to do all the killing scenes, or I mean Jonathan Tiersten. But yeah, like I was confused. I didn't think Ricky was a killer, but I was confused. And if I were like if I watched this in the 80s, I'd be so confused. Like there was no behind the scenes documentary, you know? Like I'll be like, is Ricky the killer? Are they teaming up? Like what? Like that's clearly not Angela. But then later on, it's revealed that Angela's the killer. Like, what are we just gonna forget about Ricky killing Judy? Like, what was that about? That would confuse me. And then maybe I'm a simpleton. Maybe I'm a stupid dummy. But like the first time I watched this movie, before, like I said, I watched more videos on it and like the documentary stuff. I didn't know that when Angela's killing Judy, she's putting a curling iron up her vagina. I just thought it was like maybe she gets stabbed in the stomach or something, like stabbed with the curling iron, like burned or whatever. But I was just like I didn't know that because I feel like it's not like explicitly stated. It's like it's supposed to be, but you don't clearly see anything. So yeah, that I probably would have never guessed that that's where it was going if I didn't see the documentary after. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that. I thought some of the stuff in this movie, like pre-internet, would have been very hard to understand. So I'm lucky that we do have the internet, so it's like you can quickly answer those questions and you're not just like totally in the dark. So yeah, I wanted to mention that. I kind of mentioned earlier that I thought that one, the fact that the fall leaves were, you know, in the opening sequence, I thought that might have been a technical error, a technical mistake, which, like I said, now I don't think it is, but there were countless technical mistakes in this, and I feel like this movie is special in the fact that it has so many technical things wrong with it. Like, you got the guy with the bad fake mustache. The softball scene is way too long. Like, there's so much like cheese too, and like there is like quite a bit of bad acting and overacting, but it just like totally works. Like, the movie has some so bad it's good elements, but it's not a so bad it's good movie. It's like a legitimately good, scary horror film. You got great characters. Like, it's a good movie that it's not like it's like, oh, you watch it ironically or you watch it to laugh at it. Like, there is some so bad it's good stuff, and it has like countless technical problems, but it's still, I feel like it's still like a highly regarded horror film, like in terms of the actual horror. Like, the kills are great, the tone is dark. Like I said, the characters like Ricky and Angela and Paul, and like countless characters are like it. Like this, the movie is tonally all over the place. It's like there's some good intentional comedy, like Ricky's lines, like, hey, you know, eat shit and live. Or, you know, when he's like cussing the kids out, he's like, you cocksuckers, you pricks. I like when those kids are trying to like holler at Angela, and they're like, hey Angela, why you so fucked up? I mean, what's your problem? She's playing with half a deck. She's straight Looney Tunes. Like, there's some great intentional comedy. There's some great unintentional comedy. There's some super dark stuff like Artie and like Mel getting with Meg, and then you have those little kids dying. Like, you got Crazy Aunt Martha. Like, the movie is all over the place. And then like the horror is serious, and there's good kills, and then you have like the lighthearted camp stuff. Like, oh, they're just playing capture the flag and playing softball, and it's tonally all over the place. It's like it's like a shapeshifter movie. It doesn't have one tone. It's like a bunch of different movies and ideas in one, but it just works. It just blends together perfectly. So I don't know. I think that's hard to do. And yeah, this is one of those movies where like I don't know like why it works, but it works. Like a lot of other movies couldn't get away with the same stuff that this movie got away with, but it's just like, this movie's perfect. Like, I don't know. It's like imperfect, but it's perfect. Like, all the technical mistakes make it memorable. They make it fun, but it doesn't, those little aspects don't really take away from the credibility of the movie, if that makes sense. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. And you know what I feel like? I feel like it kind of like for anyone watching this, it kind of not to sound all like corny, but legitly it's kind of inspiring. You know, I feel like a lot of people don't want to pursue creative stuff because they don't want to like embarrass themselves, or they want to be perfect. It's like you don't have to be perfect. Like Robert Hiltzik was 23 when he made this, so he's not gonna know everything. It was like his first movie. He's like a kid, you know, and like a lot of the actors and actresses, it was their first thing. And yeah, like the mustache thing, that's a mistake. The softball scene is too long. There's some cheesy stuff, but it's like they got the movie done. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing. And you could always think like, well, like in hindsight, like, oh, they should have done this or they should have done that. But it's like when you're in it, it's like you only have so much money. You only have so much time. It's like this thing goes wrong, that goes wrong. It's like it's not like nothing is ever gonna go perfect. If you're on a movie set, it's probably 50,000 things are going wrong. So it's like just the fact that they finished this movie, they made this movie on a low budget when they were super young, when they were inexperienced, and it like turned out so well is an achievement. And like I said, it's inspiring. It's like, you know, I try to do some creative stuff. Like I try to do music and I try to edit videos, and I'm like, I really don't know what I'm doing, but like that's my approach to creative stuff, is like I'm gonna try my best, I'm gonna try to make it good, but like I'm out here winging it. And it's like if it's not perfect, if some thing is like, you know, if this edit or this scene looks stupid, it's like whatever. Like I got the video done, I got another video done, I'll, you know, keep improving. So I really think, yeah, I think this movie's inspiring. I know it sounds corny. It's like I'm talking about like a low budget slasher, but I really think it is. It's like it's like an achievement. Like they were just, you know, they had an idea and they like totally brought it into fruition, and it's like this movie is remembered to this day. So yeah, like it's like the classic quote, you know, the perfect is the enemy of the good. I believe that 100%. Like no movie is going to be perfect, no song is going to be perfect. It's like if you want to do something, you got to get that out of your head, like that it's going to be perfect. It's like 1,000 things are going to go wrong, and it's never going to be like how you envision. But it's like if you go out here and you're like getting stuff done, it's like you're doing the thing, like you're killing it. So that's all you got to do. But I'm gonna quit trying to be a motivational speaker. I'm gonna get back to this review, because I'm probably being mad corny right now. But what are you gonna do? Sometimes I pour my heart out in these videos. I like movies, man. They get me going. So man, this, okay. So like I said, I haven't seen this movie in quite a while, and I forgot how like dark it was, and I forgot how weird it was. Like this movie was effing weird, dude. But it's like in a good way. Like it was just it was like a thrill ride, and I was just not a thrill ride. It was like a, I don't know what's a good analogy for just it was, I don't know. It was just, and it was insane, but I was down for the insanity. Okay, so yeah, it's super dark. Like I said, you got Artie, who he's like a predator right off the bat. He's, you know, saying all that creepy stuff about the kids. You're like what's going on here? And then it like, you know, everyone's just kind of like cool with it. Like they're just like, yeah, that's him. That's, you know, what he does. He just says a bunch of creepy stuff about the kids. You got Mel and Meg, like, yo, I mean, I get it. Like a lot of women like older guys, and you know, they like a guy with money and stuff. But like Mel, like, I mean, he was like mad old. Like that dude was, I mean, he was up there. Like if Meg wanted to get with like some 40-year-old guy, cool. But like homeboy was like mid to late 60s. Like he was a certified Crester status. I'm not hating on him, but like that was nuts. Like, I mean, I guess because he was like kind of balling, like he owned the camp, but it's like, was the camp even doing that well? The camp was about to get shut down, like, and low key, like Meg was pretty fine. So like, I don't know. I didn't understand it. Maybe I'm not supposed to. I never will. I don't know. Um, and then you got the kids being killed. Like, that was shocking. That was ballsy. I'm like, in the past, like I didn't think that much of that, but on this watch, I'm like, yo, that's hardcore. Like, they even killed the little kids in this movie. Like, what other movie was doing that at this time? That is effing ballsy. Like, I don't even know. I have no idea how this got an R rating. Like, I remember in the documentary, Robert Hilton was talking about that, where like he kept having to resubmit it, but like I don't know how this movie like how it like slipped through the cracks and got an R rating, because like this should for sure be like a NC-17, like especially back in the day. Like, I don't know how this movie how it just got an R rating. It's nuts. But yeah, not talking about the dark stuff, talking about the weird stuff, like the outfits, man, the short shorts, like Ronnie's short shorts were okay. You had some short shorts in the softball scene, but like Ronnie's short shorts, man, like it was like he was just straight rocking some underwear. Like, I get it, he's like a bodybuilder guy. He's trying to show off the quads. I get it, but like those shorts, you could see it was you could see like a little too much. That was those are some that like he was rocking some insane outfits. All the other kids were wearing short shorts. What's the guy? The one counselor, like the boys counselor. I forgot his name. It was like Gene or Gino or something. He's wearing like the belly shirt, like a crop top or what. Like, I don't even. I like, okay. I know people dressed different back in the day, but I feel like people back in the day, like, were they really wearing that stuff, or was that just for this movie? Because like they were wearing some crazy stuff in this movie. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe people really were wearing that stuff. But yeah, I thought that was crazy. And then back to like the crazy dark stuff. The ending, man. The ending is so dark, and just like when Angela is like doing that breathing and just like turns almost into like a monster. It's like that shit just it's like gives you the heebie-jeebies. So yeah, this movie's dark. It's weird. I forgot how weird it is, but that kind of adds to the intrigue of the movie too. Because this movie, it stands out. It's like all the stuff that I mentioned makes it stand out, but it's unique too, because it's like, there's other horror films set at summer camp, but like this whole franchise, like it feels the most like summer camp out of any other franchise. And I feel like when I first saw it, I'm like, this is what I've been looking for. I love other summer camp themed movies, but they never really feel like, summer camp. Like this one, it actually has kids at camp. Like it delivers the goods. And all the weird stuff makes it memorable and fun. All the technical mistakes make it memorable and fun. It's just so unique. Like there's no other movie like this. It's just, like I said, it's perfect. So but it's imperfect. It doesn't have to be perfect to be perfect, if that makes sense. But yeah, I love it. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap things up because I've been rambling and I can't talk about every little facet of the movie. So in terms of kills, you gotta talk about kills. It's a slasher, so I thought the makeup was really good. Like a lot of the times you see like the aftermath of kills, like the one kid who drowned, you see like the snake coming out of his mouth. That's great. The kid who got stung by like a trillion bees, he's all chewed up. Like, I mean, it was pretty quick that like his whole body was like chewed up within a matter of seconds. But it looked like the practical effects on that looked great. So yeah, the practical effects in this are good. But in terms of actual just like straight up kills, my favorite was Artie's kill. The practical effects on that were top notch, where his fingers and his hands and forearms are all burned, and his face, and he's got like, it's like almost like these like pulsating scabs on his face, and yeah, like the makeup on that was top notch, and he's just screaming. Like that was almost the like worse than the actual kills, because I don't think he died. He was like he survived, and he's all bandaged up, and he's still screaming. They're like, his nerve endings are gonna be on fire. Like that's almost creepier than someone getting killed. Like the fact that like he's disfigured now, and he's in like excruciating pain. Like he probably wants to die, but he's still alive. So that kill was great. And then I did like Mel's kill where he got the arrow through the neck. That was classic. That looked really good. So yeah, those are my favorites. So yeah, that was like the last point that I wanted to talk about. But I do have like a couple little fun things that I want to share. I gotta plug this book. I did not write it, but I think it's a great book, and a lot of people probably do not know that there's like a Sleepaway Camp themed book. So yeah, this book is called Examining Sleepaway Camp. I think I got it on Amazon. I got it quite a few years ago, and it's by Troy H. Gardner, and there's like a little back view. So I just, like I always had in my head when I reviewed this franchise, I want to plug this book because I just think it's really good. I'm not like a huge reader, but I do like the behind the scenes horror books. And this one, it's only like, it's like 100 pages. So for a simpleton like me, it's perfect. Cause I read at like a 3rd grade level, you know what I mean? Nice big print, you know, that's great for me. Cause like I said, like I'm out here like the dumb kid reading in class. I'm like, Angle had he seen the young, like I don't know how to read. I'm young illiterate, man, but I'm just kidding. I do know how to read. Actually, I can do that real well. I'm the man at reading, so I might F around and drop an audio book. So yeah, don't play with me. But anyways, this is a really good book. It's like a in-depth examination of the entire series, and the author, he just gets so nerdy, so analytical, and just kind of like nitpicks all these little different elements from the movies, and like theorizes all these different things about the franchise and the characters, and gets into like horror tropes and all this stuff. So yeah, if you're like a fan of the franchise, this you definitely gotta pick up this book. It's fantastic, and it gets the wheels turning. You're like, did Robert Hiltzig intentionally mean to do this, and like what does this mean, and you know, is this the reason that the character acts like that? Like it gets real in depth and analytical, and it's like all these different theories that could be plausible, maybe like there's no truth to them, but it's like fun to just to like think about, oh, is there like a lot of deeper meaning to these movies? Probably not, but it's definitely cool to think about that. So yeah, I definitely like that book. Check it out. And then I got this poster that I want to go over, because I got the photo too. Do I got some glare going on? Yeah, so basically I met Felissa Rose last year at this horror convention, the Motor City Nightmares, and she was mad cool. Everyone talked about her being like super cool. Like she was just kind of fun and bubbly, like right off the get-go. I don't know, we were just like talking, having a fun time, and I wasn't like too much of a starfucker. I didn't even really talk that much about the movies. I was just like, hey, you know, nice to meet you, blah blah blah, and then we were just kind of like, you know, joking around and stuff. And she wrote like, meet me at the waterfront after the social. I'm like, okay, don't cut off my head, blah blah blah, ha ha ha. And basically like I was like okay, so she was right next to Dave Sheridan from Scary Movie. He plays Doofy. He's like in a bunch of movies. But I was like, they were like, Felissa Rose was right next to Dave Sheridan, and they were like cracking jokes amongst each other like throughout the whole time. And I met Dave Sheardon too. I got his like signature too. So I was talking to him about the movie Victor Crowley, and he's like, "Oh, people don't know about that movie. Everyone just asked me about Scary Movie." And then she's in that movie too. Felissa Rose is in that movie too. And I kept like, I was like, "Hey, Felissa, I loved in that movie when you were just like popping a bunch of pills. You were just popping Xans and you nodded off and you slept through the whole plane crash." I'm like, "That was iconic. That was classic." I think she was like kind of embarrassed. Like she was just like, she just did like a little like an awkward smile. She's like, "Why is this kid asking me about that scene where I'm like popping all those pills, doing all those drugs?" But I don't know. I thought that was really fun. And then so yeah, she signed like the poster for me, and then also this like picture because they have the little pictures. But when I picked that out, I was just like, "Oh, that's a beautiful picture," and I meant beautiful like, wow, that's a great photo. That's such an iconic shot. Like that's a beautiful shot. That's a beautiful photo. And then I swear I think she thought that I was saying saying that she was beautiful in that picture. Like she got kind of embarrassed with that too. And then she's like, "Yeah, when I was 13." I'm like, I didn't mean it like that. I'm like, I'm just when like I don't really say like, "Oh, that's great," or "That's," what am I gonna say? Like that's an aesthetically pleasing shot. Like I love that scene. Like I'm just like, "Oh, that's a beautiful photo. It's a great photo." Like I just say stuff is like, "Oh, that's a beautiful scene. That's beautiful picture." Like I didn't mean it. Like I didn't say you look beautiful in that picture, but I think she thought that I was saying that. I'm like, man, I just totally blew it. I'm like, she probably thinks I'm a creep now. She was like young AF in that. I'm like, I wanted to be like, I don't mean it like that. I don't mean it like that. But we were still like, laughing and joking after that. And I mean, I don't think she thought that I was a weirdo for that. But I was just like, "Oh yeah, beautiful picture." Because I'm like, I'm like kind of starstruck. I've never like met people like that before, and I just like I don't know what to talk about. So I'm just like, "Oh, it's great photo." But I said like beautiful photo, and then I think she thought I was a creep. But basically, I just wanted to I wanted to show you all the book. If you're a fan of the franchise, definitely pick up the book. They should sponsor me. The author should sponsor me because I'll endorse that book all day. And then I just wanted to talk about meeting Felissa. But yeah, she was such a sweetheart, very nice lady, super funny. Yeah, she was just like a cool person. So yeah, it was definitely cool meeting her. Like that was the only horror convention I went to. They had it again this summer, and I was like, I just didn't even feel like going. I'm not really big into conventions. I just wanted to go and meet Felissa Rose and Dave Sheardon and call it a day. So yeah, basically had to show you all the book and the photographs. So that's a wrap. That's been my review of Sleepaway Camp. In terms of a recommendation, I think this is a classic. This is one of my favorite movies, period. So I would definitely recommend checking it out. It's a great summer watch. It's a great watch, period. You could, you watch it anytime, but it's ideal to watch in the summer. So yeah, I would definitely recommend it. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. So thank you all very much for watching, and peace out.